Naomi Suzanne from Naomi's Home Health, educating you to lead a cleaner lifestyle in order to feel better. So why is it that the Western world just can't get healthy or stay healthy or be healthy? So I don't know why I was thinking about this the other day, but I have a lot of followers in my thyroid group and on my upper pages, and I put together why, the Western world struggles to get that inner peace in their lives, and why we're all so angry, or, we are the fattest, sickest, most unhappy, most stressed culture group of people in the world. And why is that? I mean, I believe it's because we lack culture, traditions, we have a lot of media influence, we lack a sense of community, we don't gather together as much anymore in big groups. We lack spirituality as well, and that isn't religion necessarily religion. It's how you connect to yourself and your higher self. We have a lot of processed foods, sprayed foods, genetically modified foods. We don't know how to relax, and it is actually, a little bit of shame around relaxing or having a sleep in the afternoon. We rely solely on pharmaceuticals. If somebody gets a cold or the flu, then we run to a pharmacy and we grab cold and flu tablets. We get a scratch on us, we have to get a chemical to put on it. We don't actually have a connection to the earth and use what the earth provides us to help our bodies heal. We drive everywhere. We are so disconnected from the earth in other ways, like going out into nature, walking around with bare feet, laying on the grass, getting out in the bush, going camping. We laugh at anybody who thinks that any of these things are different. Like I've had people on Instagram going on at me about it's nothing wrong with eating processed foods, or they call me woo-woo, or because I use essential oils. Like, these were the earth's gifts that were given to us. They were the first things that people used to actually help their bodies heal. So why is it so crazy that we still do that? Why is it not crazy that we run to get somebody else that doesn't know us, who we spend 5 minutes with, to help us get better? When you go to a doctor, and I'm not saying don't go to a doctor, I'm just saying when you do go to a doctor, you get 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes, 10 minutes with them, you tell them a little bit about what's wrong with you, and they have to try and treat you in that 10 minutes and help you get better with a short amount of time. It's not how things should work. I spend an hour with my clients so I can know exactly what's going on in their body, in their life, because it all matters. It's not just a physical thing. So this is where we've gone backwards a bit, and we're so aggressive towards each other, and no one else can have another opinion, or everybody's offended by somebody else's opinion. Why are you offended by what somebody else thinks? If somebody says something nasty to you, that's nasty to you, about you, that's different. But somebody else's opinion, why are you offended? Somebody that you don't even know. You should actually think inwards and think about, why does this trigger me? Why does somebody that I don't even know piss me off so much? And why do I feel the need to attack them for it? Because this is how it's all become. We are so on edge and hypersensitive and hyper everything on top of all the physical crap that we go through, we do to our bodies. Excess alcohol, excess pharmaceuticals, excess caffeine, excess chemicals on foods. And, this is why our brain, heart, gut connection is so out of whack. Our central nervous system doesn't know what's going on because there is so many stimulants in our life. Social media, the TV, people telling us constantly how we should live. This is why the Western world is finding it so hard to be healthy, to be relaxed, to find inner peace. And then we have people, you make a little comment, or I see people make comments actually. I read some comments on people's I think, oh, this is a really good thing on Instagram, like somebody's written something good. And then you read the comments and it's taken all away. And I unfollowed this guy because he had some really good stuff on his Instagram, and I'd watch it. But then in the comments, he would attack anybody who had a different opinion. They weren't being mean to him. They weren't attacking him at all. But he's like, look at my life, bro. I'm killing it and you're nothing. I've checked your account. You know, putting them down. Not everybody wants to be a muscle man. Not everybody wants to be a billionaire. Not everybody wants to have a private jet. We all have different paths in life, and to put shit on somebody for that, yeah, he might have a lot of money, but he's an angry person. That is not inner peace. That is not healthy. So this is some of the things that I wanted to point out as to why in this culture, it's okay to think differently. It's okay to want to connect to the earth. It's okay to not use chemicals. It's okay to ground yourself outside, go down to a river, a beach, a lake, and just sit there and take in nature. It's okay to use honey and lemon when you have the flu to make yourself feel better. It's okay to make your own drinks to cleanse your body. It's okay to do all the things, like to connect to yourself, to find out who you actually are, because that is going to give you more inner peace, calm your adrenals down, and benefit your whole body. Your liver will be better because all that toxic excess adrenaline and hormones going through your body, your liver won't have to try and detox it as hard or as much if you are calmer and you just don't give a shit what other people think. You don't give a shit what you do in your life. I mean, I took a long time for people to accept what I do, as in, you know, the non-toxic thing, or the using natural medicine for my children or to heal our bodies. But I am so grateful that I do that, because I have found that I am super healthy. And I get comments all the time. Why do you have so much energy? Why are you always laughing? Why are you always happy? Because my body is happy. Because inside, I've worked on a lot of things. I've cleansed my physical, mental, and emotional health. If I have a stress in life, I don't just go, oh, let's pretend that didn't happen. I work on it. I deal with it. I don't shut things off anymore like I used to. Like it's promoted, like it's, you know, this whole idea of don't feel, don't think for yourself is toxic. It's toxic to your health. And when we are constantly getting, you know, there's fear, constant fear in our life from governments, media, other people, making us feel insecure and like we can't do anything for ourselves, we can't think for ourselves. Step away from it if it makes you feel like shit, because it will start to corrode your mind, your physical body. So that's why I turn the TV off. I don't watch any of that crap anymore, because it is stressful. We don't need to know what's going on constantly in the world that's dark and gloomy and fearful. And you can have a different opinion to somebody else, and it's okay. And somebody else can have a different opinion to you, and you don't have to attack them. Like, there are people who don't know each other and they are so offended by each other. So we need to create more of a sense of community. This is why I try and surround myself with people who want to be healthy, who want to use natural products, because then we talk about it, and they're people who are working on themselves. They're not as living hyper stressed, hyper everything in their life. They're not living up here, and they're okay with what I do with my life. So forming a sense of community like they do in tribal communities. I know I just learned so much from Vanuatu when I was there. It's a South Pacific island, and everything is done in communities. They live in villages. They help each other. If you don't have a job, you are helping somehow in the village. They share everything. It's a very, community-based tribal tradition to do all of that for each other. Nobody goes hungry. Nobody has nothing, and they help each other. and they're just so happy. And that's why, because nobody's stressed about how much money they got, or how come they haven't got a new lounge or a new couch or a new TV. They have very little and they are happy with that, because everybody has the same. Everybody's, there are obviously people who have more and people who have a lot less, but they are a lot happier with themselves, because they don't watch TV and they don't get this fear fed into them, and they don't care so much about other stimulants outside of them. They do use natural medicines. They will, boil up mango leaves is one of them. They eat grapefruits. They have a lot of fresh foods, and they grow them in their own communities. So they're not sprayed with stuff. They grow organic foods. Their meat, their cows are grass-fed. They just wander around. The cows are that chill, they're that relaxed. There's no stress and adrenaline running through the cows, which, affects the meat and affects you when you eat the meat. So everything there is just about balance. It's about relaxation, calm, connection to the earth. They are so connected to their land. They love their country so much. And, if we get a little bit back to connection to our earth and what it can provide us for our body, everything that we need is on this earth. Everything that we need, whether it's a vibration, an energy, a fruit, a vegetable, a herb, it provides for us. So look a bit more outside of yourself, outside of what you've been told is, or what you've been conditioned to believe is the way to go. And don't worry what other people say. If people start to give you shit about, you're getting into witchcraft or woo-woo or whatever it is that they say, that's their issue. Why do you care? Why do you care what other people think? If it makes you feel better and you're going to heal from this, do it. Let them have their own path, you have yours. Because it's super important to start to look inwards and start to look at what is around you that is causing you to feel so shitty, so tired, so stressed, no energy, lots of weight gain, whatever it is. Look at what your lifestyle is right now. It's not because you're not taking a supplement. It's not because you're not on keto. It's not because you're not vegan. It's not because, you're not taking the right medication. It's what's going on in your life around you that is the predominant reason as to why you are not feeling right. There is a disconnection here. So start to connect back to yourself and find out what is good for you. And find somebody that can help you, that understands you and that wants to understand you, that wants to learn what's going on in your life and how they can help you connect back to yourself, because that is super important. If you need some help that way, that is one area that I absolutely, it's a joy to me. I don't look at my work as a job. It is something I enjoy and thrive on, and I know I'm really, really good at it, and I know I can help you. So if you want to connect back to yourself and find out all these triggers why you're feeling so shit, I will help you do that.